During the month of October, I was supposed to be reading horror and suspense, and somehow I wound up reading about like people's real life trauma. Kind of like, how did I get here? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna be doing a review, and I'm gonna be doing a review of a book that led me down a very interesting path of reading. If you're interested, keep watching, because I'm going to be doing a review of Heavy by Kiese Laymon. This is a phenomenal book, and I really just feel the need to talk about it. So if you're interested in seeing my review of Heavy by Kiese Laymon, then keep on watching and make sure you press that thumbs up button. Make sure you drop something in the comment section below. What have you been reading lately? And if you haven't already, press that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. So picking up Heavy, I really wasn't sure exactly what to expect. When I saw Heavy, I knew that I was in for something a little bit different, because I had seen a lot of women talk about this book. A lot of book bloggers and a lot of just Black feminists that I watch on YouTube and follow on social media have been posting this book. I was like, I gotta read Heavy. I've got to read Heavy. Because I didn't hear anything, I heard nothing but great things. I reserved my judgments based on the fact that I heard rave reviews from a ton of Black women, and I'm very glad that I listened to these reviews, because this was a great memoir. Kiese Laymon grew up the son of a single mother in Mississippi. So in this novel, you get a lot of that like deep Southern language and culture, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. He really had been struggling with his weight since he was young, but the heaviness that is talked about in this book comes from him reflecting on his life experiences and where he has been. So he really beautifully recounts all of these conversations that he had with his grandmother, the beauty of the language that she used, the laughter that they shared, whilst they were living in the Deep South, even under some of the toughest circumstances. And so like him having these conversations with his grandmother, he has some of the deepest conversations with her. It's always interesting when people talk about people from the South saying like some of the most complex things in very simple ways, and just like the metaphors sometimes that they use. I think that the Black Southern speech and Black Southern culture is a beautiful thing. My dad's family is from Alabama, and just like it's always awesome just to sit there and just take in what my family from that side says, and just the stories that they tell. His grandmother was sort of expressing to him the relationship between him, his mother, and just like almost like the relationship between mothers and their children. And she said, "Ain't nothing in the world worse than looking at your children drowning, knowing ain't nothing you can do because you scared that if you get trying to save them, they might see that you can't swim either." Kiese's early school days were encapsulated through this friend Jabari, and Jabari really is just emanates pure joy throughout his entire chapter, Black Abundance, in this book. The way he twists words and intertwines vernacular and plays with sentence structure, he literally is this friend that he says that he mixes like these huge ACT words with just Black Southern speech and drawl, and it is such a beautiful thing. And he's always reminding us that that Black abundance, y'all don't even know. And I loved that. His relationship with his mother is very volatile, I'll say, and it bears the weight of this novel. He's specifically writing this novel to his mother, and their relationship is like, it's so loving in a way where they literally fall asleep together in the car, wiping the sleep out of his mother's eye. But that's kind of where it goes bad. While his mother was working on her PhD and also working as a political analyst, she deeply understood the way that the world was working around him, and she felt like she had a blueprint for the way that he could survive in this world as a young Black man if he just followed her teachings, and he would be okay. She also beat him. Like, I'm not talking about some small little whoopings here and there. She abused him. And he didn't necessarily have the language for this physical abuse at the time. She beat him, she stole from him, she lied to him, but she also loved him, and he loved her. And it's a very interesting thing, because right now I'm reading All About Love by Bell Hooks, because the conversation of love and how to love somebody properly and fully is, I think, at the core of a lot of this. His mother really felt like all of the things she was doing were how she was expressing that she loved him. But I don't know if it was necessarily love. What I loved was Kiese really crafted a memoir that was heavy in the best way. It's very rare that you see a Black man this open, this vulnerable, and this honest on paper. Honest in a way that doesn't end with him reaching the peak of success. He's not a millionaire. He's not even the happiest person in the world. He's honest with the relationships that have been broken, the bruises that have been laid one on top of the other and have not yet healed. He reflects on his relationships with Black women, both familial and romantic. His father, his teachers in school, the ones that hurt him, the ones that inspired him. And he reflects on how this has all affected his own body, from weight gain to weight loss, to him really harming his body with some of the tactics he used to kind of bear all of the things he was experiencing throughout life. And in Heavy, he says, there can be no liberation when our most intimate relationships are built on and really inflicted by deception, abuse, misdirection, anti-Blackness, patriarchy, and bald-faced lies. He says that he was tempted to write a lie, and what he gives us is straight up truth. With Heavy, Kiese does not pander. He doesn't give us a happy ending. He doesn't provide us with the ultimate solution. But what Heavy does demand from each person that picks it up is accountability, being honest, loving honestly, and building a path towards healing by not hiding from the past. So if you're interested in reading Heavy by Kiese Laymon, I will drop the link to purchase this book in the description box below. If you have any comments, if you're interested in picking it up, if you're interested in just talking about some of these topics like love and honesty, I definitely would recommend picking up All About Love by Bell Hooks. I just started it and it is getting me together. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you picked up this book. Let me know if you plan on picking up this book. Make sure that you press that like button. Make sure you press that subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one. And always remember that you are loved.